Oh my god!
Point on the set! Action!
Nolan, wait, Nolan's here. Close the door!
Action!
Wait, no.
Can you eat somewhere else? We can see you in the camera.
Charges of the same type go away from each other, and charges
It's
of
on
types.
camera. Calla, you yawned right behind that camera. Camera rolling. Quiet on set.
Action! What's starlight in the past?
Starlight in the past is light travels at a certain speed, which is like about 30 million meters per second. So that's really, really, really fast. But you also have to have in mind that the universe is also really, really, really big. So light is produced from stars, and since stars are really far away from us, it takes a bit of time for the light from those stars to come towards us. So for example, the light from the sun takes 8 minutes to travel from the sun to us. So the stars that are really far away from us takes millions of years to travel towards us. So that's how scientists know how old the universe is. They can calculate about how much time it takes from... Cut. Sorry. That's not true.
How about we just do one of them and we bail? Who's with me?
Well, Christian Bale.
Let's do nuclear fusion.
Yeah, let's just do.
That's the smallest one.
Okay, nuclear fusion.
Quiet on set!
Science with Sebastian, take 8.
What is a nuclear
No,
fusion?
not yet.
Oh my!
And it's nuclear fusion.
Action!
What is a nuclear fusion?
Nuclear fusion is when a star with like really big mass, a lot of mass, smashes atoms together to create new atoms. So this is because it has a lot of gravity. So all stars do this, and that's why they produce light, because when the nucleuses of the atoms are smashed together, they release a bit of the energy inside of the nucleus. So has anyone ever told you that the sun is a big ball of fire?
Yes.
Have you ever been in front of a fire, right?
Yes.
So do you know about how much distance that big fire, like, you know how much distance the heat covers?
Yes.
How much is it? Like about...
Depends on where you're standing.
So like about a meter.
Meter?
The heat from a fire
Takes
about this tall.
Takes about a couple of seconds.
Yeah, like the heat covers about a meter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not what they told you isn't true. The sun isn't a big ball of fire.
Well, no, it's a big ball of hydrogen.
Well, hydrogen and a bit of other elements, because
Yep, like-
remember how it creates new elements.
Mm-hmm.
So the biggest stars in our universe create elements all the way from hydrogen to iron, which is number 26 or 27, I'm not sure. And because all of that gravity is only enough to create only up to iron. And that's why, and then you might be wondering, hey, if that's how atoms are created and the biggest stars in the universe can only create up to iron, how do the rest of the elements create? Because there are over 100 elements in the periodic table.
Yes, that's true.
These elements, the rest of them, are created in a supernova. Supernova is when the star that is creating the elements runs out of fuel. So there's a law called the law of electric charges that says the same charges go away from each other and opposite charges attract to each other. So since the electrons on atoms are on the outside, when they are smashed together, the electrons on the outside of both atoms should repel from each other, right?
Yes.
Well, because it's so powerful of a force, it ignores the law of electric charges. But when the star loses its fuel, it runs out of mass, which makes the law of electric charges kick in. And so when all of those atoms go away from each other, the star grows in size, and that's what we call a red giant in the case of a star like of a medium-sized star, which is like the sun that we live near. And in the case of a massive star, it's called a supernova. And in this giant star that has just grown, nuclear fusion happens once again, but much more powerful for a tiny amount of time. And so if you have like a gold ring or something, you can think this golden ring was created in the miraculous event of a supernova. So for our solar system to have existed and to have the resources we have on Earth, a supernova had to happen billions and trillions of years ago. So that's
Okay, cut.
Yay! Let's bail. Let's bail.